All right, everybody, this is Daughtry with Artificial. Now, I'm not really sure that I've ever heard Daughtry before. It's possible I have, so this might be new for me. It might not be, but we're going to see. The song's new. Anyway, let's go. All right, you ever play a video game where you're like shooting a seeker missile and you like control the missile? You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That's what that was like.
I was sitting there in my mind going, 90 CG, yes!
And I was thinking like there was a James Bond game? I think there was a James Bond game for 60...
With a seeker missile, yeah.
Or it was with a... Oh, maybe that was GameCube, I think. Anyway, but you have the missile and you can fly it around and stuff. There was another one with helicopters.
I don't know which one it is.
Anyway, it was fun.
I only ever played GoldenEye.
It was after GoldenEye.
So I don't think he's a fan of AI.
So, this is the kind of music I listen to.
Yes, it is. Yes. That's why I was like, I'm sure you've heard Daughtry, right?
I'm not really familiar. No, I don't think so.
I had to tell him that Daughtry was originally Chris Daughtry on
American Idol.
American Idol. Thank you. I couldn't get America's Got Talent out of my head. And I was like, wrong one.
Somebody's got talent.
Not me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, at least you have a YouTube channel.
Makes up for it.
No, but this is the kind of music that I listen to. Like, this is... This is like, if this came on, I wouldn't notice that it was, like, not my music already.
I know.
Yeah. Dude, how did I not know about this?
I was like, you don't know Daughtry?
No. Like,
I assumed it would just, like, come up in your regular rotation.
No, yeah. I don't know. Like, I listen to, like, Breaking Benjamin and 3 Days Grace and Godsmack and stuff like that. And, like... Here, this gem has just been sitting uncovered. Did you guys know about this? Nobody told me about this?
I just assumed you would know.
Guys, this is the kind of thing you tell your friends about. Okay?
He's not new. He's been around for a couple decades.
Well, I feel like you're all failing me for just not telling me about his existence until now.
I'm going to have to pull up some of his more popular music and be like, I'm sure you've heard this one, right? Right?
Wow. Okay, let's talk visuals. Visuals, really cool. Kind of a futuristic, like post-apocalyptic.
It's post-apocalyptic. It's like Terminator.
Like Terminator.
Yes.
Yes, which is kind of the theme here, right? Like we're replacing the brain with circuitry, and
this has no heart. It has no soul.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's another lethal injection for mankind. Like one more circuit adjusted is another lethal injection for mankind. And yeah, like ChatGPT. Skynet. You get the picture.
Yeah, you can tell he's a little freaked out by ChatGPT.
Or Skynet. Or maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah, but Skynet was, in a movie. ChatGPT is actually here.
Though the thing is...
it's hard to get away from. It's like it's everywhere.
Though, okay, let's break this down a little more metaphorically, though. So, yes, there's this concept of, like, AI taking over the world. That's kind of the... like in-your-face picture.
Yes.
But we can look at this from the metaphorical sense, which is probably more what he's getting at here in the deeper messaging, right?
Okay.
Which is that the more reliance on AI that we have, the less soul we allow ourselves to have. So, like, okay, take writing, for example, right? Mm-hmm. Writing's a big deal right now. Everybody's talking about writing and AI, you know? Mm-hmm.
because ChatGPT is really good at that.
So it's not great, but it is good.
Yeah.
Writing is something that's traditionally been like from the soul, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now we have robots doing it. And then that means like, well, that's less soul writing that we get out there, you know? And it's like the soul of humanity being sucked away, or rather replaced with the computers, right? And that's just one example. But, you know, in different examples where we have technology taking away like the thing, and social media may be another example of where we talk about like the social aspect of humanity. We call it social media, but like in many ways it degrades the actual social soul of humanity, right? Like people are like, oh, I got these likes, which they use to replace. By the way, like the video; it'll help. It'll help with our soul. But they replace that with this sense of, or that replaces this sense of camaraderie, this sense of brotherhood, the sense of like kinship, right? And like likes don't replace kinship. And as they do, the whole soul of relationships themselves and the social fabric is diminished.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is the way the algorithms are meant to promote things that get a lot of likes, but then things that get a lot of comments do better than things that get a lot of likes.
Oh, so what he's saying is comment.
So that's what I'm saying. So comment.
Yeah.
What I'm actually saying is the problem with having that on social media is when people do something that is going to get a lot of commentary, it's usually something that people are going to be commenting back at because they disagree.
Right.
So you end up with a lot of controversy, a lot of battling that gets really promoted because it keeps people on the platform, and that benefits the platform. That's what they want. Whereas something that gets likes is something people agree with, something that makes them feel good. They hit the little button, they scroll on up. It doesn't keep people on the platform as long. Even though those are the things that are going to like lift you up, you know, never going to let you down.
Nice.
Never going to run around or desert you.
You've been rickrolled.
Even though those are the things that'll make you feel good, those aren't the things that the algorithms are going to present to you because those won't keep you on as long. And that does degrade the soul of our society. It degrades our ability to connect with each other on a real level, and instead brings us down to controversy being the leading factor in our society.
Yeah, so there's a lot here, both in the terms of like the literal interpretation as well as the metaphorical. But let's get right back into it.
Terminator 2. I'll be back.
No love, no embrace. Something's wrong and out of place. A soulless masquerade, a disgrace. No sickness, no dying, no disease, no begging for mercy on your knees. No God, no religion, no beliefs. Welcome to your worst nightmare. Days are getting dark, you should be scared. It doesn't have a heart. Plug into the new you. Don't resist, 'cause it's no use. It's no use. It's digital warfare. The death of who we are is right here. It's never gonna stop. Plug into your new soul. Ice cold, mechanical, artificial.
You know, I took a really interesting meaning from that verse where he's sitting there like, no getting on your knees begging for mercy, no religion, no beliefs. And I looked back at that and immediately just thought back to, there is a group of people, the WEF, who wants to get rid of those elements of the human existence, of humanity, because it is much easier for them to achieve their desired ends if there aren't people who believe in a power higher than them.
Something to believe in, something to like.
Yes, but specifically something bigger than
than
global
yourself.
governance.
Yeah.
Right? So they want a global governance. And if someone believes that there is a God that is higher than the global governance, it's going to be a lot harder to control them into doing what the global governance wants. Right? So you sit there and you hear him talking about, we want to get rid of people getting down on their knees and begging for mercy. We want to get rid of religion. We want to get rid of people's beliefs. We want people to be atheist, not that being atheist is bad, but we want people to be atheist because then they won't believe in a higher power than us. Then we can sit down and we can control what's going on.
Is that our plan?
I don't want it,
Oh, okay.
but that's
Try and take over the world.
humans are now hackable animals. That's an actual statement from one of the head members of the WEF. You're welcome.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I really am digging this song so much and this artist, like the whole band here.
I love the sound.
So much, and also in their presentation, there's so much passion and movement and like force in it, where it's like they convey both the sense of like you're screwed with like anger and just
But also that there's something to protect.
right. There's just so much here, and there's so much passion. Like the way he moves, like jerking and like just in your face. It's just so powerful, and it's guys. Why didn't you tell me about this? That's all I gotta say.
He's feeling dejected
I'm feeling betrayed, is what it is.
by our lack of telling him about Daughtry.
Yeah, that's what it is.
How did you not hear about Daughtry?
Betrayed, man. Betrayed.
No sickness, no dying, no disease, no begging for mercy on your knees, no God, no religion, no beliefs. No welcome to your worst nightmare. The days are getting dark, you should be scared. It doesn't have a heart. Plug into the new you. Don't resist, 'cause it's no use. No use. It's digital warfare. The death of who we are is right here. It's never gonna stop. Plug into your new soul. Ice cold, mechanical. Artificial. No sickness, no dying, no disease, no begging for mercy on your knees. Plug into your new soul. Ice cold, mechanical. Artificial.
Ooh, I didn't catch that line until the very last chorus. Plug into your new soul. Ice cold, mechanical.
Artificial. Ooh, that was an amazing song. That was
Okay, have you read
that was an amazing song.
Ready Player 2?
No, but I read the first one.
I don't want to spoil
Don't spoil it.
entire twist at the end of the
Don't
movie.
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
The end of
No,
the
no, no,
book,
no, no,
I'm
no,
not
no, no,
going
no.
to say it.
Okay.
But the end of the book has a twist. If you
Okay.
know the twist, you know the twist.
Well, now you know there's a twist, so may as well not read it. Thanks a lot.
Well,
Chase.
it's not a twist. It's actually plot
Oh
relevant.
no!
I'm not going to say it. I'm just saying the twist isn't plot relevant. So like, I'm not going to say it.
Chase tends to
He really
Spoil
hates
things.
spoilers.
he spoils things, thinking like it's fine if I just spoil this bit because it's
I'm
not really
going,
a spoiler.
I'm not going to spoil it.
'Kay.
It's not plot relevant. I'm still not going to spoil it. If you know the one I'm talking about, you know the one I'm talking about. And if you've read Ready Player 2, did the end of that music video make you think of that twist at all? Because it made me think of that. And it was like, I wonder if that is going to happen. And if and when that twist does happen, I'm so sorry for everyone who hasn't read it. I'm so sorry. If and when that does happen, will that be a positive or negative for humanity? I'm guessing probably a negative, as Daughtry is portraying here, but who knows?
All right. So some of the things in here that I found, I mean, it was throughout all the choruses, but in the last one, you kind of hear it the last time, he says like, there's no death, no disease, and then
No begging for mercy on your knees.
yeah, and then he says like, there's no religion, no belief, and stuff like that. And it's like, so there's this temptation, right? There were this reason, these benefits that come into it. It's like, well, yeah, like there's no death and no disease. But it's also there's no warmth and no love and no soul.
The idea is that those will be all there is. But the problem with that is, and we talked about this like with Ren's song that we just reacted to, Lost All Faith, or Dax's song, Abyss, that if you don't go through the levels of darkness in life, you cannot reach the higher highs. It's like everything just becomes the same. It becomes gray. It becomes normal. There is no variety. And it's only if you've gone through the harder points of life that you can appreciate the better points of life.
Yeah.
Which would be the negative of losing death or disease.
Yeah, whether it's like this macro, like society level thing, or whether it's just your individual self, like on this more metaphorical level, the soul, whatever that is, like this essence of living. I mean, that's what makes us human. And so, yes, like we have fantastic tools, both in terms of technology, medicine, social media, like all these different things. And as we dive into using these different tools and developing these different tools and expanding on these different tools, we should always remember to maintain our soul throughout the whole process. And I really love how beautifully this song captures that message. Fantastic. Fantastic. Please, if you guys are familiar with Daughtry, please tell me your favorite song. I'll go listen to it. I will. I promise I will. And
I can't believe you don't know Daughtry.
tell-
It's like it does not compute in my brain. It's like Remmington loves hard rock music. Oh, Remmington must like Daughtry. He doesn't know Daughtry?
does not compute. Anyway, let us know your favorite Daughtry song. Stick around, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time.